Part two, we got here finally. I was talking a lot in the first part, but now I'm going to do some playing. This is, we're going to talk about modes on the second part. Basically, we're talking about diatonic scales with the modes, and the first one's the Ionian Mode. I'll play it in F right here. And basically, the modes are like spices. They're like when you're cooking, you know, putting a spice in. And the Ionian is it's the major scale. It's the kind of happy sound a little bit, and it goes with major chord progressions like. The next mode, and I'm going to get into a little bit of theory in this part as well. The next mode is the Dorian mode, which is this one. Now, I'm going to play this again, but I'm going to play the Dorian mode in F, like I did the Ionian. This is F Dorian now instead of F Ionian. Now what you're going to notice is I'm starting in F, but the pattern's different. Basically, there's 7 notes in the major scales, in the major diatonic scales, and there's one pattern for each note. And here's the Ionian again in F. And here's the Dorian in F. Now basically this is a minor scale that is kind of a blues-based scale. I'm going to show you how to use these in a minute. The next one's Phrygian. That's kind of like a Spanishy type of sound. So, for certain things that have that, that gives you that sound that goes with that chord progression. The next one's Lydian, and that's a major jazz scale. That one we probably won't be using too much today because we won't be playing jazz, but it's a major jazz scale. The next one's Mixolydian, which I'm sure you've heard of, and it's this one. And that's a really cool one for all kinds of playing in the hard rock kind of style. And the last one is, oh no, sorry. The next one is Aeolian, and that's the pure minor scale. That's the most common one for the hard rock thing that people use when they're using a diatonic scale. That's the one that they usually, most chord progressions are based around pure minor. The last one now is the Locrian or Locrian. I'm not even sure how you say it, but it's a minor jazz scale. Now that one we won't be using much today either, but it's good to know. Now here's the deal. The diatonic scale, dia, means 7 tones for tonic. So diatonic is a 7-tone scale, and if you make one scale from each note, you're going to come up with an octave of scales that. So say in the key of F, we can take this first pattern in F Ionian, and then take the Dorian pattern next, and then the Phrygian next, and so on. Basically, it goes Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, and then Locrian. Now there's seven notes, so what you're doing is you're building a pattern off of each one of those notes, and you're only using those 7 notes on the whole fretboard. And those are what those patterns are. And so that's when you see guys doing like they're just going on those scales. They're just going back and forth. And here's kind of this is how I might do something like that. This is a run that works. So let's go to the key of A now. This is a run that works pretty cool. And that's basically taking 2 patterns, this one and this one here. And in the key of A, you're putting them together. You're switching right here. You're switching right in the center there. Instead of going, you're going. Then you move. So with these diatonic scales, it's limitless. And what you want to be able to do, the end result you want to be able to do, is for, if I said to you, I've got a pure minor progression or just a rock and roll progression that's a minor thing, you want to be able to take the Aeolian mode, which is the minor scale, the pure minor scale, and play it in any key. So if I said to you, play it in G, you take that pattern that's Aeolian, and that's where it's going to be. I might say, play it in B. So I got this riff here. And you play this. It's the same pattern I just played in G. I'm just moving it to B now. And now, once I know that that scale works, then all those other 7 that I showed you will work around it, like this. So say you're like, okay, I like that one right there, and I'm in the key of B. That pattern will work in B. So we're on to string skipping blues licks. This is a thing that I really like a lot because it's pretty flashy, and you can use it to break up a regular pattern. Now the blues pattern is the pentatonic pattern. Pentatonic, so there's 5 notes in that scale, and there's 5 scales. Anyways, this is one of them that I really like a lot. Slow, here it is, like this. Another one that I like is this one right here. This is in the key of E, this one right here. And here it is slow. Another one that's pretty cool is this one right here.